What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the house. I want to take a huge moment to say thank you guys so much for the last 3 weekends of streams. We've had the biggest streams back to back to back, and I couldn't do it without you guys, and I'm just thrilled. You want to make terrible decks with me, hang out, have some drinks, and chat with me while I play Yu-Gi-Oh? Thank you guys so much. But let's get to that market review, what most you guys are here for. I want to say I told you so, but I also want to err on the side of caution. Isolde could be in the megatons coming up, but I feel like a crazy man because I'm so attracted to wanting to get this card in mass if I was still buying and selling cards, because it's so darn good. And Summon Sorceress is on the horizon, but that's after the WCQ when the market cools down, and this could be in the megatons. I have a sneaking suspicion the BAPK cards from the OCG won't end up in the megatons. I have a sneaking suspicion on that, but that's all speculation. Anything can end up in there, and they've proven that more than enough times. So, just speaking on her, she's up from about $7.50 you could have got her last week to $10 here, and $9.30 on eBay before it's 10 as well. It's pretty crazy, only 10 results here. Basically borderline low quantity card, but we do have a second page over here. Multiple sellers with high quantities holding the $13.50, almost $14 mark. Definitely an amazing ultra. I felt it was overvalued. 10's about where I would think it should be sitting, maybe 15, but I feel like it's been overvalued. And another thing to consider with needle fiber in the future, since people keep wanting to go for future decks we don't have, you have a level 1 warrior tuner. STBL just keeps giving the gift that keeps on giving, because this is almost $4 now. There's only 8 prices for him here, and there's only 1 on all of eBay from Australia before you have to go search other places. From Italy! Actually, that's a pretty cheap one from the Netherlands. But the point stands, this is a hard-to-get card, but a level 1 warrior tuner to the board, along with Isolde. You're turning on needle fiber. You're going crazy with your Summon Sorceress. There's a lot of synergy there, and it is a degenerate combo-making card that is really, really darn cool once it gets going. Its pieces are missing now. Err on the side of caution, there are the megatons, but I'm starting to theorio that maybe some of the BAPK cards, if not all, might be missing from there. Waking the Dragon. Let's address the elephant in the room. Oops, I did it again. I suggested that you guys keep this out of bulk, that you pick it up, you don't let people have it. You guys went and bought it out. Some of you guys there. I had somebody send me a picture of 500 of these in a cart. I want to say, you didn't make the worst buyout in the world. Long term, you will get value. But immediately, guys, stop buying these. These will fall back towards $1 even as a short print comment, in my opinion. They're not good unless we really diverge towards the OCG format, where it's mostly the Brandish Maidens that like to take care of back row and go in on you, and this becomes extremely prevalent in those matches. I've watched so many matches where this goes crazy against the Sky Strikers, as they'll be known in the TCG for you guys. So I feel like I might have made this seem too good, but there's actually a lot of decks that we currently have, depending on our ban list, that this puts in work against that the OCG doesn't plan for. Trickstars, Light Stage hitting this, that's pretty good. The True Draco Spell and Traps hitting this, that's pretty good for you. But I feel like maybe even getting that huge monster to board and making True Dracos deal with it. True Dracos tend to deal with things a little easily. So I feel like it does get some extra merits for the TCG currently, and obviously you guys thought through it before going in on it. It's an amazing card, but guys, packs are going to get ripped open and open at regionals. There will be people willing to trade you these at $1 that pack them, that already have their sets. Calm down a little. I'm seeing it literally sell at $2 in front of my eyes. I wouldn't be doing that unless you really want to hold on to them long term. And what could ruin this price? What if they just threw it in as an OTS Super, guys, and then it's not short printed anymore, and then it's kind of easy to get? Just think about that for a bit. But one card I did miss that you guys mentioned in the comment section a lot is Raid Raptor Ultimate Falcon as a card to summon out with this. Basically a Towers like Monster 3500. Definitely gives a lot of problems to the Brandish Maidens and Sky Strikers. A lot of you guys are thinking about putting in an Altergeist as BAIT bait, and I don't disagree. I think this card is very good. I'm surprised that something out of a new set with that big of a quantity was able to sell it that fast. I thought that was impossible, and I'm like trying to give you a warning. Don't let this go out. Don't just leave your cards on a table and leave this in it. And it went a bit crazy. If I were personally going to spend money on a card out of the set that was low and undervalued right now, I would have gone for F.A. Dawn Dragster, because that's a generic level 7 that will probably get abused in other decks down the road. There's definitely going to have to be ways to end up making this in your ending boards for crazy decks. I would not underestimate this card if I was spending monies. But I do also get that you guys see the word short print as well and want to get yours now, whereas this is going to be relatively out there. But this isn't in any broken ending boards yet. It's gonna end up there. The best monsters always feel like they end up in somebody else's deck, right? I think this is just the search step. Oh, no, I wanted to talk impermanence falling a little more every day. Just keep your eyes on that. I know a lot of you guys are complaining about the price. We actually got the card data usage from online simulators. It's past Effect Veiler by 1 slot. Weird. But it is just funny. And Flood is going to, it's general release. The quantities are going to go up. Then it's going to settle. Then we're going to get special editions. Then the set's going to decide where it wants to go. Like I stress, Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles is very good at predicting prices. Their sale price was still under on Ghost Spell than its current price now. And a lot of you guys are showing me you got in your packages, and that's pretty cool. It's just pretty insane to see that they were just so accurate with some of these prices. But they were way off on Ibly when they were selling her for 12. Know what I'm saying? This card's actually, the more I learn about it and the more I watch it get used, this card's insane. There's going to be some sleeper decks with this. Just watch out. And Vampire Sucker is actually way lower than I thought it would end up too. You see the dip, but that's just the initial sale price versus where it's landing. I felt like I underestimated this card, didn't push it hard enough, and yet it still just continues to sink. People aren't as excited about vampires as me. I have that ritual beast feeling that people are going to underestimate them a little bit. But then again, they could realistically just do nothing. Froyline is so good. There's so much going for this deck. Underestimate this deck. Yes, do it. But I seriously do think this card is better than its price, honestly. Altergeist, just looking around, it's getting a little hype this weekend, topped some of its first regionals, and we see $12 mollusk above market price. You're still able to get it under the $10 mark on eBay. If you're considering this deck, you might want to think about it. You shouldn't have waited. It's pretty crazy. And I would also get Ultra Marionetters now rather than later. I know there's a common version. I know there's a Starfoil. The Ultra is the highest rarity. And if you want your whole deck to kind of match, just go for it now. Don't wait. Don't be that guy. But seriously, I would move on Mollusk sooner than later. This deck, I totally undercredited it months ago. It's an amazing deck. It's a hard deck to fight. It's the new stun deck that's really annoying. It's the new Paleo Frog, but even and by the way, when I say annoying, when a deck is annoying, that means it's good. When you find yourself frustrated with a strategy over and over and over again, you're having trouble with it. That means it's tough to beat. That usually means it's good. I really underestimated this deck. It's a frustrating deck to play against, and it is, oh, so good. It really is. It just really is. Dante, are you drunk? We didn't get your Link monster. It's just I don't know what's happening with you, man. $13 market price, back up to this 15. 17. I feel like its market price can't even dictate itself anymore. On eBay, it's even more, 20 towards 27. I don't know if this received a second volley of buyouts and I just missed it, or what's going on. A lot of the Phantom Knight cards are still just sticking up too and staying and waiting and waiting. It's really solid investments if you think about it, though, with a ban list potentially on the horizon. Guaranteed ban list June 6th, boys, when we get Grand Soil with its errata back. But seriously, with an impending ban list, I think people are feeling this is just safe and are kind of flocking to it. And I understand that feeling. And I think some of these are good picks. Like, I actually really think original Break Swords are a great pick for first eds. And they're slowly creeping on up. An interesting card to me that I haven't considered because it never got a reprint, did it? Is this card. It's actually good for rank 4 decks, not for rank 3 decks, and has nothing to do with this Burning Abyss talk. But I didn't think about this only having one printing, and in decks where you don't play traps, it's a free level 4 summon to the field. So that's always interesting. But besides that, everything's still relatively available. This actually went down from being only available at $2 to having other copies available, but only 10 prices still. So very few sellers on swords. You might want to think about that if you are seriously considering the deck. I can see where it's a safe thing. People feel good, they feel safe, they feel happy about it, and I can see why. I'm just not eating a piece of that pie. I continue to see the lower version stay around. I guess this crept down too much near the lower version. People wanted it again. Tell me if it's been here, but at the same time, I do want to emphasize, I feel like people are going for something they feel is safe. Thanks for watching today's Market Watch, everybody. Thanks for joining the stream so much. And what do you guys think about everything happening? Isolde going up, waking the dragon. I guess I woke the dragon. I'm sorry for that one. If you were just seeing the set completely blind, you saw this as a short print common, and this was a rare, and you were spending money, which one would you have gone for? Just saying. Just reading them. I mean, this is actually a really good card, and like a lot of you pointed it out, it probably shouldn't have been a common, but I'm happy that Konami does that, even as a short print. I'm happy Konami really did with this set stuff like Red Reboot. Despite the secret rare kind of short printing, there was a lot of good things about this set, and I've been a little harsh. Red Reboot Super, that was nice. That was nice. Imagine if that was secret. That'd be easy 30s, if not more. And stuff like this, if this was secret, it'd be easily, I would say at least 15, if not way more. So I really do dig that Konami did think out some things despite those shorter print secrets. Thanks for watching, everybody, and like I said, let me know what you think down below.